Why does my voice sound really weird to me right now? Hello everyone, it's Jessie and today's video is a unhaul. I'm filming all my videos out of order right now because I need to do a life update video, which I'm hoping to put up before this because that life update video will explain why I am unhauling so many books. But there's another reason too. Recently, Whitney of Witty Novels did an unhaul video and it just really resonated with me. I just did an unhaul book video like a month or a few weeks ago. I'm not sure, but I'm already back. I'm already doing another one, and in the last one I thought that one was hard. I thought I was cracking down. I thought those books were like all that I could unhaul. That was my willpower. I had done it. I was like, felt so good. Again, I was at a point where I'm like, wow, this life update is happening and it's happening really soon, and all these books are just gonna be sitting on my shelves for 4 years. If you're confused, go watch my life update video, but basically college. That being said, a lot of epiphanies and everything struck in my mind. I'm like, I don't need these books. Some of these books are books that I'm never gonna read or reread within the next few years, so I would rather have them be donated and go to teachers or things like that and people who will read them and enjoy them while I am busy and cannot. But that being said, please do not ask me to send you any of these books because I am going to be pretty soon a very broke college student, and by very broke I just mean I can't afford to have one person ask me to send books and I feel bad and like I send it to them and then everybody else asking, like it's a big chain and everybody will want them and I can't please everyone and people will fight over books. It's just gonna be a huge mess. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna donate them to places that need them. I've already had some teachers take some and all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, I apologize. Sorry, not sorry if I'm getting rid of your favorite book. I just don't have time to read all of these, and that's the honest truth, and I just want people to enjoy them. I'm not really gonna give you guys reasons. I'm just gonna go through because I have a ton of books here, and also there were a ton more books, but my mom has already started donating them. So I was like, oh shoot, I have to film this video fast because a lot of the books are already gone. So this is like a fraction of what I'm getting rid of right now. So let's just hop right in. First book we have here is Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. I don't know why watching unhaul videos is so fun, but they are. Two books we have Incarceron, the sequel, Sapphic. I don't know how to pronounce that, by Catherine Fisher. Silence by Becca Fitzpatrick. Requiem and Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, but I feel like I'm the only person in the universe who hasn't read the Delirium series. I kept Delirium because I'm hoping to read it. I just know that I won't be able to get to the whole series, so I'm unhauling them, and I know I can always find them at a used bookstore at a later date. I just don't want them to sit on my shelf for 4 years. We have Ink Exchange and Fragile Eternity by Melissa Marr and Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. Please don't ask me for this one. This one is going to a friend. It is George R.R. Martin's A Dance with Dragons, and it's actually signed by George R.R. Martin. I just don't ever see myself getting through the entire Game of Thrones book series, so I'm giving it to a friend of mine. It is very heavy. I got it at Comic-Con a few years ago when George R.R. Martin was signing. By Diana Gabaldon, which is Dragonfly and Amber from the Outlander series. We have this book because I had 2 copies of this, so like I don't need 2. This is A Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. We have The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood. A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. A Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge. I apologize if I'm pronouncing everything wrong. First Life by Jenna Showalter. Wither by Lauren DeStefano. I Am Number 4 by Pedicus Lore. And actually the only reason I'm getting rid of this is because I have 2 copies. So I have the movie cover edition and the regular edition. The reason I'm getting rid of the original edition is because I actually met and interviewed and hugged Alex Pettyfer, so I wanted the edition with his face on it, and it's hardcover too, and so that is why I'm keeping the movie cover edition, which I know is weird because usually people prefer the original editions, but just in this case, since I love Alex Pettyfer and he's the sweetest person, one of the sweetest people I ever met, I'm keeping his face. We have this book right here, which is a bound up of the Sweep series by Kate Tiernan. It has Dark Magic Awakening and Spellbound. Where She Went by Gail Forman. I should know that. I've read this. Every Day by David Levithan. There was a lot of hype around this book, but I read it and it just wasn't my cup of tea, so I'm not going to be rereading it again, so passing it on. But The Day Before by Lisa Schroeder. Stack just fell over. Confess by Colleen Hoover. November 9 by Colleen Hoover. There's hair in my eyeball and that hurt really bad. A Handful of Dust and Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. These two I'm kind of on the fence about because I bought these when I was 13 and now I'm 18, and I was so excited because I really wanted to read them when I was 13 because they just sounded so cool. Like the tagline is 5 years ago I died. 178 minutes later I woke up. Like what? These books sounded so cool but I never got around to reading them. So I'm like, in the next 4 years, am I realistically gonna get around to reading them with how big my TBR pile is? Probably not. So it's taking a lot of strength within me to unhaul those because like sentimental reasons. We have Black Widow Forever Red by Margaret Stoll, Endless Night by Cressley Cole. That really rhymed. Wow. The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. Jeremy Poldark, one of the Poldark books by Winston Graham. I have the first 2 books in the Poldark series, aka Poldark and Demelza, but I don't see myself getting that deep into that series, so I'm unhauling the 3rd book. People of the Book by Geraldine Brooks. The Widow of the South by Robert Hicks. There's another stack over here. I gotta go grab them. We have this trilogy, the Unearthly series. The first book is Boundless. Actually, I don't know if these are in order, so I apologize. We have Boundless, Hollowed, Unearthly. They're very shiny. Next, we have The Gathering by Kelly Armstrong. Bitter Blue by Kristen Kishore. Perfect Lies and Mind Games by Kirsten White. In case you didn't know, the only reason I'm unhauling those is because like double copies, and Kirsten White lives where I live. So I constantly see her at book signings. I can't keep buying books for every time I meet her just because I see her so many times. Like, shout out to Kirsten, I love her, she's hilarious, but I'm moving so I want other people to enjoy her books too. We have Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Ross. I don't know how to say that. This one might be a surprising unhaul to some people. Batman Nightwalker by Marie Lu. I just didn't really enjoy this book. I wanted to, but it wasn't my cup of tea. There is seriously something in my eyeball haul. We have Graceland. We have Salt to the Sea by Ruda Sepetys. Don't know if I said that right. The You I've Never Known by Alan Hopkins. Kalahari by Jessica Corey. Lost in Love, a City Love novel by Susan Calasanti. And last but not least, we have In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. The only reason I'm unhauling this is because I only own The Darkest Minds. I don't own the books in between the series, so I didn't find a point in keeping like the last book and not having the rest of the series. There's something in my eye and it hurts. Okay, so that was it. There was more, but like I said, my mom already got rid of a ton of them. Sorry that a lot of books were missing that I already unhauled. I hope that you guys enjoyed this unhaul. I cleaned up my closet too and got rid of like more than half of my clothes. So just been a lot of cleaning going on. I'm going to be donating these books over the summer. I will most likely find a few more and get rid of and unhaul a few more books just because, like I said, these books are just gonna be sitting on my shelf mostly for the next 4 years and I can't bring them with me, so I really want other people to enjoy them. I want to say a big thank you to Whitney over at Witty Novels because she really inspired me to unhaul more books, and so did the whole motivation factor of college. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you want to see more videos from me, Jessie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!